Jim, thanks. Jim called me last night, talked to me. I'm glad you did. Hey everybody, welcome and thank you for coming. I'm usually pretty good at this, but I've sat down half a dozen times and I'm having trouble finding the words this time. But I did okay. I think I did okay. Dad was always good for something funny. So I'll start out with this. It was the bottom of the fifth. The bags were loaded. All right? He's always good for something funny. He always made everyone laugh. He always enjoyed making everybody laugh. And you can count on it. Count on it. Hold on, I can't see. Mom would give me $5 on Friday night when I'd be going out with whoever I was going out with. And on the way out the door, Dad would slip me another 10. and he'd say, "Don't tell your mom." And throughout and I heard a lot of don't, but along the way I heard a lot of "don't tell your mom." All right, and I never told Mom. And so he knew I could keep a secret. He taught me how to keep a secret. And as a result, a few times I had to say to him, "Please don't tell Mom." And he never told Mom. So we had that. He wasn't perfect, we know that, but he had a North Point moral compass, and he didn't stay too far from that. He didn't stay too far. And it's not like a song. But to know him was to love him, really. And you guys, I'm sure you guys feel that way too. A Marine, an athlete, and a hardworking good dad. I never called him father. He was just dad. He wasn't. Father seems too official. He was just dad. We never had new cars. Not really. There was always a hood up. He taught me to work on my own stuff out of necessity. He needed help, but once we got the cars done and the chores were done, he always found the time for me. And we played a lot of catch. We played a lot of pepper. We fished and we hunted. And we stunk at hunting to start with. Until we met Jim Hall. Where the hell Jim go? Until we met Jim Hall. He showed us the ropes. And much adventure and much success followed. And I thank you, Jim and Tommy, for all the times you joined us. He retired in 1997 from SRP. Enjoyed 25 years of retirement, which I think all of us could probably wish we could do. When he died, we were in the Ozarks, and it seems like he waited for us to leave. I don't know that, but it seems like. Because he knew we were headed out, and he was in a bad way after a fall, and things were looking kind of grim for him. But I gave him a pep talk every day. Every day I went and saw him, I gave him a pep talk. But he knew, of course, I was putting sugar on it. He wasn't doing really good. He told me many times he wasn't to be cried over. It didn't, in his own words, want people blubbering over him. And he just wanted to be remembered. Just remember. So the boys and I fished. We fished pretty hard. We fished pretty good. But with heavy hearts and tears in our eyes. Where am I at here? We did set some personal bests. We fished pretty good. We hit it pretty good this year. But not without Cousin Ronnie saying, we need to catch one on Uncle Bob's boat. And this one's for Uncle Bob. And we prevailed. So thank you for that, Ronnie.
True that.
Special thanks to my wife, Linda, who helped him through all these years of doctor stuff. There was a lot of doctor stuff. Business stuff. Dealing with a new television internet provider every 6 months when he gets fed up and trying to call another one. And most of all, for being there with and for him at the hospital with Leslie, right down to the wire when I wasn't there. So thank you. Thank you, Mom. My mom got sick. He did everything he could to get her through it. He saw her right to the end when she died. Saw her right to the end where she died in their home in 2006. And here she has since waited for 17 years. I can bet she's been pretty miffed by what he's been eating this whole time. By what he was spending her money on. Just plain fact that he's gone unsupervised for this amount of time. It's hot in the summer, it's cold in the winter. Robbie. But most of all, it's for her, it's been pretty lonely here. And empty. Until today. She's got to have a smile on her face today. And you guys know you can see it. And Dad, he's got a lot of explaining to do. But he's got the time. And I'm sure they have a lot of catching up to do. And so when they open this, put in here. Here's a photo of them. I'm not sure exactly, but I thought it was somewhere around the 30th anniversary. I had some photos when they were in Kauai. And I'm not sure if it came from there, but it was with that stuff. It looks like it. And Jimmy suggested this angel that Mom made. Mom made these figurine angels out of beads and stuff. And it's her favorite color, purple. Thank you, Jimmy, for that. And he's home, and I'm just so proud of him. You know, my sadness is overshadowed with pride. And I'm proud to be here in front of you. I'm proud to be able to put him to rest. And I was most proud to be his son. And I want to thank everyone here for coming. Thank you, everybody.